you doing? My name is Jason. Work here at Subaru in Torrington. Just wanted to go over the 2022 Subaru Outback. One of the really nice things about Subaru that everybody seems to love, symmetrical all-wheel drive. Especially here in New England where we get storms and ice and all sorts of just general mix of that wintry weather. It's nice having the peace of mind knowing that you don't have to switch it into four-wheel drive or call somebody if you get stuck, because the majority of the time you're not going to get stuck. If you do get stuck, a lot of the upper trim level models have what's called X mode. So you press the button for X mode, either snow or deep snow and mud, and as you're giving it throttle, the computer is going to electronically control the brakes and the throttle to get you the best amount of traction to get out of any sticky situation. Kind of nice. As you can see here, 18-inch wheels, nice all-season tires, good for pretty much any time of year. Some people do like to switch over to snow tires because it gives them that extra little peace of mind. But for the most part, if you get some all-season tires on an all-wheel drive Subaru, there's not really much that can stop you. Tried and true, 2.5 liter, 4-cylinder, horizontally opposed. Great motor, got a lot of power for such a smaller motor. One of the nice things about the horizontally opposed design is if you were to get into an accident that was impactful enough, the motor is going to drop down, go underneath the car so it's not pushing back into you, pushing back the firewall, causing even more damage. The profile of the motor is a little bit lower than normally V6 or a straight, so you get a little bit better visibility and the hood sits a little lower. One of the nice things about these, LED headlights, so they're a little bit brighter, help you see a little more on the roads while you're driving at night or in inclement weather. If you notice these two little boxes up here, right next to the rear view mirror, that's part of the eyesight system. The main function of those is to use the brakes in the event of a collision. So you're driving along, you go to reach down to grab your coffee, you look back up, there's a box truck stopped in the middle of the road. These cameras are going to see it and judge whether you have enough time to react and hit the brakes or whether it should intervene, use the brakes to help slow you down. It's going to either mitigate the crash entirely or it's going to make it so you have minimal damage to the front end of your car as opposed to having to spend thousands and thousands repairing it. The lamps have the marker light on it, so when you're signaling, it's just an extra thing, especially for people on the side of you, they can see it. It does have a power seat for the driver. Also has lumbar support, so if you have a bad back or back problems, helps you out, gives you a little more support in the lower back area. You got all sorts of space to fit whatever you really need. If you're into ice fishing, this mat is super invaluable. As opposed to getting your carpet all wet, nasty, dirty from dragging your sled across the ice and whatnot, this will help protect it. Big rubber mat. You got your privacy shade, so if you got stuff in here you don't want people to see. One of the really cool features about this is normally when you want to fold down your seats, you have to either walk around to the passenger doors, open them up, lift up a lever, fold them down. With these, you just pull this little door handle looking thing, seats flop right down. You got all sorts of little cubbies for storage. You got a couple of nice little tie downs, so if you got stuff that rolls around, you can secure it so it's not rolling all over, clanging into everything. Another nice thing, say you're doing some camping or tailgating, you got a little power source right here, so you can plug in your phone, a little radio, stuff like that, keep you entertained. You also get the heated seats with the premium package, all weathers, so when it's cold out, you don't have to freeze. A lot of people love them. I actually like it because I have a bad back, so I'll turn it on half the time just to get the heat on my back. Makes a big difference. One of the cool things about the Outback is it has the crossbars built right in. There's a little flap back here, you lift up on it, pop it out, swing it over, pop it in the other side in the receiver, and then the second side does the same thing. Makes it so you don't have to spend more money on an extra set of crossbars, and if you do kayaking or boating, anything like that where you need those, it's already included. Makes a big difference. You get a heated steering wheel with some of the upper trim packages. It's one of those things where I never had one before, and I drove one the other day when it was really cold out, and I turned that on just to figure it out, and it's actually really nice. It warms up pretty quickly, and it's not overly warm, so it doesn't feel like it's burning your hands or anything like that. So if you have the key fob, you can actually go onto your phone. There's a My Subaru app. You can start your car remotely, turn on your seat warmers, adjust your heat. So if you're coming back from Florida and you know it's cold and snowing, as you're coming into the airport, take out your phone, open open up the app, start the car up, turn on the seat warmers. By the time you get to it, it's going to be like it's running for days. So one of the other things you'll get in the upgraded packages is a nice big screen in the middle. 11.6-inch display. Your HVAC controls are on the bottom of it, and then your radio and your navigation, if you have it, are on the top part of it. You get an upgraded stereo, Harman Kardon. Sounds a lot better than just a stock stereo. You get a couple more speakers with it, and it just sounds really nice. All right, so that about wraps it up for the 2022 Subaru Outback. Once again, my name's Jason Briganti here at Adventurous Subaru in Torrington, Connecticut. If you're looking for a new car, come see us. We got them.